Hello and welcome to the Floor Marshal video tutorial. The role of marshals in modern dance sport events has become critical to their smooth operation. The use of the DanceScore Floor Marshal module gives marshals instant updates of running orders and of recalled couples. This data is flowing from the scrutineering computer. However, the use of this module is two-way. That is, information you collect is distributed to adjudicators, compares, and of course the scrutineers. It is the back numbers of the couples in the first round of each event that's a crucial factor. Remember, all subsequent rounds will be set from the scrutineer's computer. It is important to note that in small events, the first round may indeed be the final. Let's now have a look at the main screen of the Floor Marshal module. Okay, let's start the tour on the left-hand side of the screen. First of all, we have the competition name and competition date. Just underneath that is the clock. And down the bottom of the left-hand side, there are three buttons: Reset, Data, and Exit. The Reset button is of no value to you at the moment. That is for resetting the data from a competition. This would be done usually by the scrutineers at the start of the day as they prepare the computers. The Exit button will exit the program. No need to do that now. The button that you may be interested in is the middle one, the Data button. Now the Data button gives you access to the database that the scrutineers can see, the data of competitors, adjudicators, and information about the running order of the event. And you can access those. You can't update them, but you can access them. If there's discrepancies in a couple's back number to the name, you can notify the scrutineer and they can fix it at their end. The two buttons at the bottom of the screen will either take you back to the database menu we just came from, or the main menu button will take you back to the main screen. Okay, in the centre you see the running order. This is the list of events that the adjudicators, scrutineers, compares all work from. Any updates that are made on the scrutineering computer will be reflected in what you can see here. If they include an event, that'll get added to it in an update, or if an event is deleted or skipped, you may see the words previously danced. Let's have a look at the right hand side of the screen. At the top there's a device called the bookmark. Now this bookmark sets the item at which DanceScore will start the display of the running order. So when you have events with a long running order, instead of when you jump back to the main screen it's starting automatically from the first item and you having to scroll through to find the item that you want, as the running order progresses you can progress the bookmark. Now if I click on that a couple of times you'll see how it works. You can see now it's set to item number 4, so item number 4's at the top of the running order. I can go back the other way and set it back to the first event. Below the bookmark is the battery meter, and it shows the charge in the device as a percentage. It's important when you're not running on mains power to keep an eye on this meter. Below the meter is where we're going to input the number of the event we wish to look at. And I say look at because you may wish to add numbers to the event. You may just simply wish to check to see what numbers are already being recalled to that event. Before we select any events for editing, I want you to have another look at this running order, just to make sure that you fully understand the information you're looking at. In the first column on the left hand side is the item number. The second column is the item name. Now you can see some of these names are in red. The red shows that it's a first round. Moving along, you may or may not have an item type column. This is set from the scrutineering computer. If you do, it'll be as you see it on this screen. If it's not set on the scrutineer's computer, there'll be no information displayed. The next column shows the expected recalls and heats. So if you look at the first item, Adult Open Standard, it's round 1. Adjudicators are expected to recall 24 couples over 4 heats. If the amount of heats are going to change, the compare and the scrutineers do need to know so that this number can be changed, because this is the number that will also show on the adjudicator pads, and they'll be expecting 4 heats. Maybe not enough couples have turned up for that event for the first round. Organisers have said fine, we can cut it to 3 heats. Everybody needs to know that information. The next column after that is the from item and to item column. That shows where the item has come from and to which item the recalls are being forwarded to. Once again, have a look at the first item, Adult Open Standard. It doesn't come from anywhere, and that's why it's displayed in red, and it's going to item number 4. We go down and have a look at item number 4. You can see that's come from item number 1, and it's going to item number 8. Now, this can change. Running orders can and do change, and as they do, this information will be updated through the network. The last column on the right hand side is an indication of the couples that have been scanned through this computer. If we have a look at item number 7, the Professional Latin, you'll see it's got a number 12 at the end of it. That means it has already scanned in 12 couples. This is very useful as a quick reference. If you're doing a head count on couples, and especially say the Professional Latin were lined up, just scan the back numbers, so you put them in there and you can check that, and you've got 12, you do a head count, there's 13 of them, you know there's a problem. And that has to be sorted out before these couples hit the floor. Otherwise the adjudicators will be trying to mark couples and there'll be a number missing. Well, that concludes the first part of our floor marshal training. In part 2, I'm going to show you how to select items and also add couples and edit couples from those items. Thank you for watching.